have to say no homo. We no longer have to say pause. It is now no Diddy. I ain't gonna try to cover up for the guy no more. It is what it is. You know, if there's smoke, there's fire. Where there's smoke, there's fire. You know, if it walk like a duck and quack like a duck, then it might be a goddamn, yeah. I don't know if any of these things, I'm not saying any of these things are true, but a lot of these rumors have been going on for years and years and years, and they keep getting closer and closer to being, actual proof. So, hey man, I say Diddy should have came out a long time ago and been like, hey man, I like to party, I like to get freaky. I'm bisexual, whatever. If he would have came out a long time ago, it would have been whatever. What'd you say? No AI, it's DI. No AI. That might be AI. I don't know what that was, man. We don't know what that was. They say, man, somebody might have had a phone to the doggone door. And then next thing you know, they kept watching the door, and then Meek Mill walked out the door. Oh man, TC getting the kick out of this. You know what I'm saying? TC is getting the kick out of all this. But all right, so how we start this thing off, man? We're like, how do we begin, man? First and foremost, I know it's late in the show, but y'all were right. Y'all were absolutely right. Y'all, for everybody that told me that I was skipping over Diddy and I didn't want to talk about Diddy, and when folks get caught up in peculiar situations, you might have to believe them. Like this was one of them. I ain't really even gonna speak on this one because this is not the topic that we're talking about right now. So we're gonna skip over that. Hold on, yeah, get that out of here. Diddy house was raided, man, over the weekend, man. Had his sons in handcuffs, Homeland Security. Shit was on the news, on CNN, on all Fox, all the news stations. They was trying to figure out what the hell was these folks off in Diddy house looking for. And it all happened on the weekend anniversary of Biggie Smalls' Life After Death release. So how eerie is that?
Combs, the rapper and music executive, perhaps being linked to a sex trafficking investigation.
He got some shots of a few people coming out of the home. Those people have been detained. Now we're trying to still connect the dots. We do have some sources on scene here that we're getting this information from. We were actually the first ones here with about 30 different law enforcement vehicles at least. There are 3 Bearcats on scene here. This just all unfolded, Sandra, I would say, less than 10 minutes ago. We got here even before the crime scene tape came up. So we're just down the hill. If you look up this street where Tony is right now to the right, you'll see one of those Bearcats and law enforcement. And on the other side of those bushes, basically, is that home that is registered to Bad Boy Films, which is part of Bad Boy Entertainment. And the home in particular is registered not only to Bad Boy Films, but to one of P. Diddy's daughters.
They are heavily armed, and they've been very tactful, would probably be the best word to use, as they made entry into this home this afternoon. We actually watched them as they made their way through one of these side gates, and as soon as they got inside the home, one of the first things they did was made their way into this garage that you see is open right there. Now, they did take a couple people into custody. We witnessed that. Now, are they under arrest? Are they just being asked about what they know? That I can't answer, but I can tell you there's 3 people right there that were taken into custody, were inside that home at the time of the raid.
We did see a bunch of investigators.
All right, so yeah, they raided his home, man. Them chickens are coming home to roost. Shit was crazy. It was like a damn movie, man. It was like, damn, what did he do? Man, they were looking for him, trying to track his planes, his jets. raided all 3 of his homes, New York, Miami, LA. Candace Owens says, the feds currently raiding Diddy's house. They already knew what he was up to, but he was going to be the fall guy so that they can protect the people at the top of the ring. You hear that? Candace Owens say the feds currently raiding Diddy's house, but they already knew what he was up to, but he is going to be the fall guy so that they can protect the people at the top of the ring. They are raiding his home to hide evidence, not to find it. That's how this works. I don't know, man. Oh, Candace, man, we're going to talk about Candace more on part 2, but she might have dropped a jewel with that one. She might have dropped us as they say, a Scooby-Doo clue. Well, a Scooby snack with that one. Ryan Garcia also said some of the same thing, something similar, and I guess that was the same tweet. Ryan Garcia say they raided to hide more. So what we need to do is to pray for the law enforcement to grow some balls and leak out what's really out there. Diddy the puppet, Diddy the decoy to distract you to what is actually going on. Don't lose sight. So in other words, they saying that Diddy has evidence, has leverage on some of the high-ranking celebrities, A-listers, B-listers, damn near anybody who has been in LA, Miami, and New York and had some money, they done partied with Diddy. They say Diddy has allegedly had minors, a Rolodex of sex workers on payroll, that he drugs the liquor, that they put Molly in the liquor and stuff like that and make everybody drink the Ciroc and the De Leon. They got, roofies or whatever they got in it, and they go to getting freaky. But he got cameras and all through the house, so he got evidence of whatever. Know what I'm saying? Some of that sneaky, freaky stuff that these folks been doing. Diddy got the evidence, and that is what they actually have been looking for when they raided his home, or that's what they might be covering up. Yet another person who may not be a good friend of Diddy's, but really knows how raids and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying, and trials and all that stuff plays out. That boy Suge said the people raid Diddy wasn't for people. The raids today wasn't for Diddy. It was to destroy the incriminating stuff on powerful men. Epstein, Diddy, Clive Davis. That's what Suge Knight had tweeted. So it's deeper than rapping. Again, on March 25th, 1997, Life After Death is the second and final studio album of the American rapper, the Notorious B.I.G., released on March 25th, 1997. On Bad Boy Records and Arista Records, the double album was released 16 days after Biggie's murder. Crucial. So yeah, man. Deep in the rap. Is this all one big distraction? Is that there's pretty much guaranteed to be a deeper, darker criminal link? There ain't too many people that been stepping up and saying, anything in support of Diddy. We kind of open up the show with a clip from an early clip from Mace saying, "Hey, I made it out." And we got a couple of people that said, they haven't known any Diddy to be like that. Then you got some folks to say that he liked that.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Killer, I'm doing good, man. Reparations is getting closer and closer. I'll be sure to give you your percentage.
I ain't had nothing to do with that money. That's all yours, man.
Yeah, man. That's one person that's still laughing and still joyful. My boy May say he got away from that shit. Just imagine. Oh, excuse me. Phone going off. I'm sneezing. Just imagine though, man, how Mace must feel, man. I played this early. I'm going to go ahead and run it back one more time.
Tonight, on whatever date this is, we're all here at this very moment, no matter what path you took to get in this room tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they asked Mace, did he regret